Vegas, eh? So, today we are going to see the new Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. This is Polaris Street, Polaris Road. And then the other side is I-15. And then we've got Russell Road down here and Hacienda down here. Anyway, let's check this out. So, this is the brand new Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. This building is, in a word, incredible. First off, there is the Luxor. Mandalay Bay is there. Behind there is Excalibur and New York, New York. And of course, the strip is going down that way. And here is your $1.8 billion structure. That's right, folks. I said billions. 1.8 billion. It holds anywhere from 60,000 to 85,000 people, depending on the configuration. For the different sports, right? You see the airplane taking off there. So the airport is literally just over there. So it's a pretty exciting thing to see this being built. Now, I'm no expert. I just know a little bit about it because I researched it. But I think it's a great thing for the city of Las Vegas to have this. I mean, who wouldn't want an NFL team? It's set to open in the fall of 2020, so fall of next year, almost a year and a couple of months from now. And this building will house the former Oakland Raiders of the NFL, will become the Las Vegas Raiders. A bit of controversy with that because people say, they wanted their team to be homegrown. Kind of like the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Because people here love their Golden Knights. But the size of this crane. But there's been a lot of negative talk from locals about both this building and the team already, which seems unfortunate because I think it's just another attraction. It just makes sense that Major League Sports should be here in Las Vegas, right? So I was here yesterday, but didn't pause my machine properly here and ended up having a lot of video of the pavement. So I'm back again today, and this is going to be the hottest day of the year so far here in Las Vegas. It is July 10th, 2019. They're scheduling 42 Celsius or 104 Fahrenheit, I think it is. And I think it's supposed to be 110 tomorrow. So look at the cranes. Look at the size of steel structure that this thing is going to pick up. Amazing. And then this little guy here is picking up. I'm going to move over here. My brother-in-law always says that I'm like Forrest Gump. I'm either in the right place at the right time, or as I say, the wrong place at the right time. But I don't want to be here if one of these cranes ends up having a problem. So these guys work year-round. It's been almost 2 years of construction, I think, or a year and a half. Or it will be 2 years. They will have built this thing. Pretty sweet. $1.8 billion. Thanks for joining me, by the way. Always appreciate it when people join me here. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Hopefully my social media stuff will blow up like everybody else's. I'd like to be like the oldest Instagram star in the world. That'd be cool. But anyway, bit of controversy about this place. The state education system here, I'm told, isn't that great. Meanwhile, they're building this, but it's going to bring in a lot of revenue too, right? Think of the mega concerts they can have here. So one of the problems they've had with this building is the fact that they didn't design parking. There's only room for I think 5,000 cars or something. So you can imagine when 80,000 people are here, you're going to need more space than that. So a lot of the parking will be off-site. And there'll be shuttles taking people to their parking spaces. So I looked it up online, did a bit of research, and apparently I guess that's not uncommon for a stadium, an NFL stadium. I mean, it was the price they had to pay to locate this just off the strip. because literally we're a block to the west of the strip here. So people literally could walk from New York, or Mandalay Bay. So it's not really that far from there. So, personally, I think parking off-site is a good idea, and here's my reasoning why. If you have, let's say, 40,000 parking spaces here, you're going to have a nightmare as people exit after an event. I see that after the Golden Knights games at T-Mobile Arena. Beautiful arena, right on the strip behind New York. But the problem is, there's massive traffic jams getting out of there and getting in there. They have to close off some avenues for people to get in and out of there. So maybe it's not that bad an idea after all to have off-site parking, right? People get on buses, on shuttles, and the size of that crane. And it saves that hassle. So one of the things I'd like to notice is along here. It's not quite industrial, but it's definitely, I guess that would be the zoning name. It's probably industrial commercial. You can see like a cement block factory here, cinder blocks they call it. Other places down here like HVAC and stuff like that, right? So can you imagine how the property value of these places have all gone up as a result of this stadium being built? Because you see, you may not know, but the land just about a block off of the strip is not worth very much. Nobody wants to locate there. Everybody wants to be on the strip because most tourists won't, go off strip. Although I think that's changing. I think more and more people are realizing there's places like the Rio here and the Palms and Red Rock Casino is about 20 minutes over that way. And so there is a lot to see and do off the strip. I'm always saying that in my videos. Like Red Rock Canyon Park and Zion National Park. So anyway, being located one block off the strip, people are going to be able to walk here so easily. So look at the size of this structure though. It's going to be a roofed stadium because you can imagine in this desert climate, it's just too hot to have the roof open and that bright sunshine. It must impact performance. So it will be closed and therefore air conditioned, which is nice. And on the other side, and I'm hoping my video will still run properly, we'll see an opening. These massive doors, like 200 feet long or 100 feet high, and they're going to open so you can see the strip, or they'll be glassed in, I think, as well, so you can still see the strip. So it's really cool how they've thought of that. And one of the things I think is fascinating about this structure as well is that it's called a design build, which means they're still designing it as they're building it. So you'll notice this end of the structure here is more complete than that end. And again, I watched a documentary about it. They're building from one end to the other, and any changes or revisions they need to make, they will do as it's being built. So I guess that's what makes sense, right? It's being designed as it's being built. It says no trespassing, but I think it means on the other side. I wish we were here to see that massive piece being lifted up. So again, you can see the Luxor, Excalibur, New York. I mean, those casino resorts are going to just score big time when you think about it, because you're going to have at least 8 to 12 home games, including preseason for the Las Vegas Raiders. Then you're going to have the UNLV, the University of Nevada, Las Vegas campus football team is going to be playing here now as well. And then, like I say, your mega concerts, right? I don't know if it's designed for soccer or not, but would not be great if it's big enough for a soccer pitch, soccer field. And then, maybe they could get their own team. Cool. Vegas, eh? So again, fall of 2020, next year. I hope to come here because I live down Russell Road, about 4 miles, about 5-6K. And it'll be neat to attend a football game It's not too far from my house, right? Some people say that the value of all our properties on Russell Road are going up as well because we have, direct, simple access to the new Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. All right, so we're in my car now. I'm going to drive down Polaris Road here. And I'm going to try and drive around the stadium, at least over to Dean Martin Drive, so you can see what it looks like. So I apologize for the view. Remember, some people call me One Take Sandy because I don't edit my videos. I don't have the time or the skill. So I like to think mine are natural videos in the raw. People get to see what they would see if they were driving with me. Okay, so here's a view of the stadium now from the other end, from I guess what would be the north end, and this is Hacienda. So we just came from over there on Polaris. So again, right about here, you can see the big opening for the doors. That's they'll open up and you'll be able to see the strip, which is down this way, because Mandalay Bay is over there. I'm sorry, Mandalay Bay is right there. Can you see the bleachers in there? They've already got bleachers in there. So cool. Vegas, eh? So as we drive along, you can see the opening. Again, Mandalay Bay, Delano is there, and there's the strip going down that way. This kind of gives you an idea of what it's like. Again, that huge opening. Okay, so we're still driving now. We're on Dean Martin Drive, just for kind of another view of the stadium. Maybe not the best angle, but you get the idea. Vegas, eh? I like how it's going to be enclosed, and it's all black. It's got the colors of the Raiders themselves. Team colors are black and silver, I believe.